Hi everyone. Hi Modern Witches. I
Hi.
hope you're all doing well. I'm Karima and
Mariana is here. Hi, guys.
hi guys. So happy to see you again for Taurus season. Marina and I just did the recording for the general reading in our podcast, Modern Witches Conference. Please listen to it before listening to your horoscope or just after. It's going to be a very good guideline for you. We're going way more in depth in all the aspects and ingresses and energy of the season, and you can apply it easier for you. Apply it, I will say, how do you say it? More easier, easier
Yeah,
and for your sign, and it's just giving you a better understanding.
for sure. Yeah, and I think we had such a lovely chat there with
Yeah.
Karima.
Yeah.
So I think you guys will enjoy it and it will give you more like full view of the month of the
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
So, right now we're going to go to your horoscope so you can listen to your sun sign, your moon sign, or your ascendant. Please let us know what the one resonate the most with you. It's very fun to see if people feel like more aligned to the moon or sun or rising. And if in general this horoscope is resonating with you, it's very helpful for me and Mariana to see how people are feeling and to have feedback. And don't hesitate to share, likes, and comment. This is for helping the channel, this thing.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to pull one card, one tarot card, because we love doing tarot, Mariana and I. And so after our horoscope, usually we pull one card and we're going to pull a card from the Modern Witch. We thought it was very potent from Lisa Sterle. And so just at the end of the horoscope, usually we pull one card for the energy. So it's
Yeah.
going to be very fun. So
Awesome.
I
And
think
if
that's
you
it. That's
guys,
everything.
yeah, if you guys have any questions, our information and contact details are in the description video, in the
Hmm.
below the video.
Yeah.
So feel free to reach out and
Yeah. And
communicate.
if you want
Yeah.
to be more involved with Modern Witches Conference, feel free to sign up to our Patreon, to support us, to chat with us, to sign up to our Instagram. I'm going to put all the link below for you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, let's get to your reading.
Hi, Scorpios. Welcome to your Taurus season reading. We excited to have you here first time or coming back. All right, so for this Taurus season, you have Sun ingress in your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, sometimes legal matters. It also can be shown through this house, and this is a time where a lot of focus in your life are on building relationship in a whole new way and building relationships that are serving you, maybe that are different from your usual relationships because you have Uranus in your seventh house, maybe that are uncomfortable because you have North Node in your seventh house. So there is this like kind of like a little bit discomfort associated with the direction universe is asking you to take in terms of your partnerships and relationships, but ultimately it's all for the better because I consider Uranus in the seventh, Uranus anywhere, be a little bit uncomfortable, but something that takes you to a new level, to a level that's beyond your understanding, immediate understanding. So you can be a little bit uncomfortable for a second, and then you can like really like break through the ceiling. You know,
Mhm.
that's in your relation. Maybe there will be a partnership in your life that can really like expand your worldview, you know. So love, I mean, it's and with South Node on your Sun, Moon, or Rising, there is a part of your identity that just fulfilled almost its purpose, right?
Mhm.
It's nothing, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, it doesn't have to be something that you have to like feel negative about, but it is something that has it's a lesson learned, right? It's a lesson learned, but there are more to learn, and now you have this wisdom, you have this understanding about yourself, maybe about something, and you need to leave it behind you. As because Scorpio is a fixed sign, likes to hold on to the ideas, to experiences, to memories, to things like that, you gotta like take a next step towards something different here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and I like what you said about being kind of dizzy, like not knowing what is happening in relationship. Because
Yeah.
when you have so much happening in the fifth house, but also Uranus in Taurus and the sun coming to highlight and the North Node asking you to very commit to relationship and to find something, and this hunger to be surrounded by someone, to be with someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like can be this, it can come up like as a lover first, as someone that is like not very serious and end up to be very serious. Like
Why do you say that? Not because of the stellium of planets in the fifth house.
yeah, exactly. It's like this time in the fifth house when I just talk about relationship, when for people who are single,
Yeah.
and that like having maybe multiple love affair or having one that is just fun can turn out to be very serious. This you can sense it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also because Uranus is pushing you, bringing you people, breaking with people. Uranus is very
Mm-hmm.
like bringing you opportunity, but also taking it away. But North Node is asking you to partner. There's a big wish to collaborate, to create a cooperation that it can be with business or it can be in
Mm-hmm.
relationship.
Yeah.
To very commit to something, and it's a year and a half long thing, you know. So it's not something that is going to be fixed as soon as the sun enters Taurus in that part of the chart, but it's something that the sun's going to highlight and maybe bring more gift around this. That's
Absolutely.
definitely possible. But with Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house, there is this is a beautiful placement. This is the placement of
Mm-hmm.
creativity. This is a placement of pleasure. This is a placement of how me, myself, I see myself into the world. Like how
Mm-hmm.
me, I can bring something into the world. What is my individuality? Who I
Mm-hmm.
am. Even if the first house is very where everything transforms, the fifth house is a more fun to kind of like whatever. I'm just talking about something like how do you dress, how you paint, how do you do your makeup, how you do your. It's a very pleasurable thing around yourself, and about how you want to feel and how you want to be seen as someone unique. And with Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune in it, is a very creative time for you to explore what you like to do, to explore definitely hobbies or what you like to learn or everything that you need to create or craft or where you want to like improve your craft. It's a very nice house to do it. And this house and this whole thing that I'm talking about is very linked to pleasure, is very linked to what bring you pleasure. And we talk about pleasure in the general reading with Mariana, which I
Mm-hmm.
very insist you should watch because we go into depth in that. But
Yeah.
it's the fifth house. What do you like to do? What bring you pleasure? What bring out the inner child? What
Sure.
make you feel good?
What makes you shine?
What makes you shine? What makes you shine? And again, and it's a very emotional when it's in Pisces. It's very a feeling that you have. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
spark that you have that is bring. So it's a very beautiful time to have inside idea download, and it's a beautiful house also if you want to work with children, if you want to
Yeah.
have children, if you want
Yeah.
to be in the spirit or surrounded by children, or it's a fertile place to create. It's where we get pregnant
It's
with
where we
idea
yeah
or with a baby.
yeah it's either literally a child, it's a creative idea,
Mhm.
it's things like that, that we bring into the world.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep.
So
We
excited.
love that energy for you. And you're gonna have time with Venus in Graces in Aries
Yeah.
and Jupiter going to Aries in your sixth house, in your work life, in your health.
Yeah.
You're gonna have time to implement it in your day to day. whatever is being brought to you during that time, you're going to have time to grow it and to love it and to very
Mm-hmm.
embody it mid-May, when the thing's going to go back to Aries, which is going to give you the fire to very go deeper in that and to implement it in your health, but also in
Mm-hmm.
your work life balance.
Yeah.
And you have this thing happening, eclipse, that happened for everybody, but it's very new moon seventh house, which is still pulling you to cooperation, marriage, like very one-to-one relationship, and
Yeah.
asking you to very is highlighting something here in this part of the chart in your relationship that is very bright. um so, and the full moon in Scorpio,
It's
it,
yeah.
it's maybe you need to, is a shadow, because when you say like there's who I am, who I want in the fifth house, what do I want to create, who I want to be, it's very linked to what happened in your first house, which is about who I am, my body, my mind, my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have the south node going, so it's a very
Yeah.
therapeutic. It's releasing part of yourself, a skin. You're like a snake. Your skin is leaving, a past is
It's a
going.
lot about releasing control too, and in relationships, the new way to build relationships where there is maybe more trust, because we have
Mhm.
Jupiter and Neptune in your fifth house. There is a little bit more surrendering to the timing and the development of the relationship, not having it according to your maybe desires, immediate desires, and how the vision, how it should be. And it's about, yeah, with the full moon in Scorpio, it's like it's such a potent time for you, the mid-May, like from, I would say, from the very beginning of May into mid-May, where you're just gonna be like releasing the ideas about how you need to be in the partnership.
Yep. And like we have the tower for you, which is
Damn, Daniel. Sorry.
no. So the tower is a major arcana, um, that like ask you to restructure. This is definitely a representation of your south nodes going through your first house, which is where your full moon, your eclipse, going to happen, which is destroying basically the foundation of who you are and the rebuilding from there. Like what you don't need anymore, what you don't,
Mm-hmm.
when you see in the mirror, you don't feel you reflected anymore. It's maybe a personality or something or an idea or a thought or whatever you believed before who you were,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're kind of shedding, you're transforming. And the south node is sometimes tough because it's very releasing a old belief, an old
Yeah,
pattern, an old system to be basically.
for
And
sure.
I have with it the Knight of Sword, which it's a very fast energy. It's a
This is
hair.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
The
It,
whole together thing.
yeah, they're very fast. So that can come up very suddenly. We have Uranus, and those eclipses can be very suddenly. But it's also asking you to take your time in that process, because any decision that you make, be careful on not going too fast. The Knight of Sword is very sometimes going too fast and without thinking straight. So any big decision you need to make right now is not the time, is eclipse season. You
Mm-hmm.
literally trying to rebuild yourself through the tower moment. And that is necessary. The tower moment is definitely necessary. You won't have Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune in Pisces in the first house asking you back you into the duality and what is your creative process and what is the gift you bring to the world. So this is definitely a moment that helps you rebuild yourself.
It's so strong. It's like really potent energy. And you know what made me think of? It made me think of Uranus in the seventh house and the message coming through, and through Uranus in the seventh house, and then the tower going. Da-da.
Yeah. And
But
it,
it's a good thing. It's like it's a thing that kind of like redefines the direction of your life.
yeah, and then when you say that, I feel like maybe in relationship, slow down. In
Yeah.
relationships, slow down. Even the North Node is very creating a hunger, I need to happen now. And it's like whatever happened in your marriage with your
Mm-hmm.
partner, or if you're single, or if you look for, there's like a very time to say, oh, I'm also learning about myself. I need to take it slow. There is a very
Yeah.
notion of not going to the precipice or not make decision too fast in relationship.
I love that because I recently got this vision in my head when I was thinking about the nodal axis. Like it's a walking. It's not like by south node, hello north node. There is a long journey between two, right? So it's like you working from like one idea of you towards a relation, but like there is a process. You can't just like be like, oh, just release. And while this transit is active for another year, you're walking. Take your time walking there. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I like
great.
that. Yeah.
Well, I hope you liked it, guys. We wish you a very happy season in Taurus. It's a lot of good stuff. I know it's
Mhm.
not easy to have the SAS nodes going through the first house. It can be very challenging and very hard to let go, but it will ask you to let go. And that's going to be very therapeutic for you. And you're going to feel so much better next year when he's going to leave, because you're going to feel you purge everything that you needed to purge. And in terms of relationship, there's definitely a slow down. Everything is it reminds me of the song right now, like the trend right now on Instagram or whatever. Slow down, you're doing fine. And then
Yeah.
and I just want to
Yeah.
think this is your song, Scorpio. this,
Yeah, Scorpios. It's like you're going
this is that
through
song.
major release, so take care of yourself. Find
Yep.
joy. Yeah. Good luck with everything. We love you.
We love you. We give you many kisses. Don't forget to comment, like, and let us know to Mariana and I. This is very helpful for us if it resonates in what you're going through right now. It's a very good thing to create, to add feedback, basically to write feedback, and like this we can see where Scorpios are going through right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you guys for listening. Talk soon. See
bye
you soon.
bye.
Bye bye.